has any type of questions that want to know about how they participate, how they get involved, they can go to a couple different places. One is to our website at flintwaterjustice.com. It's flintwaterjustice.com. Or they can call 866-536-0717. That's 866-536-0717. Or they can text the word Flint to 47177. Text Flint to 47177. Thank you, Dave.
Thank you, Ted. Next up is Veronica Meadows.
Hi, thank you so much. Just a couple quick questions for you all. First off, do you know the two engineering firms you are pursuing litigation against?
Yes. Yes, one is Viola.
Okay.
Its acronym is VNA.
Okay.
They are a U.S. entity owned by an international entity out of Paris, France, who do a lot of work around the U.S. In a lot of communities, and were retained by the state and the city in this particular case early on. And the other is Land, who is another defendant that also provided professional advice to the state and to the city.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you. And what are some of the other terms you are trying to work out within the next 45 days?
Well, there's certainly additional protocols in terms of working out the mechanisms of how the claims process will run, working with the administrator to make sure that the system will be efficient, quick, the vetting process. There's a lot of issues to discuss with the special master and the court, the preliminary approval papers as well. There, of course, with the minors, there are guardianships that will all have to be run through the guardian court, which has already been addressed and worked and set up through this case. So hopefully that will be streamlined. And then there are also some conversations going on, not with VNA or with Land, but with some others, defendants who are involved in the litigations up until this time as well.
Wonderful, thank you. And then you said that at the beginning that the settlement was fair, but it wasn't perfect. Is there anything else that you would have liked to see?
Certainly more money would have been great, but we negotiated hard, and we felt that after 18 months that this was the appropriate amount. We think that I don't think we left any real money on the table, frankly, but there are imperfections in any compensation plan. There are going to be people who were severely hurt but may not be able to establish the basis for a claim for any number of reasons. And we would like to make sure everybody who's been hurt gets compensated, but we have to, in order to be fair, we have to make sure that the money goes up to the right people. The right amount goes to the right people. We don't want money going to the wrong people. We want it to go to the right people. That's what fairness is. And so, there are certain restrictions that we built into the system. If we had more money, perhaps there would be a different way of handling it, but we have to go with what we have. And like I said, it's not perfect, but we can't let the perfect be the enemy of the good. This is a good deal. And because it's not perfect, we can't reject it because it lacks perfection. It meets the criteria for a good settlement. And we're proud of it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Michael. Next up is Charlie Brooks.
Hi there. Just for clarification, you said earlier that 80% of the money goes to children, and you said shortly thereafter that children aren't part of the represented classes. How does that work, and how do the children go to go about getting the money without being part of the class.
All right, so the children are not part of the class. However, they are part of the compensation plan. So children who are represented by individual counsel, if they want to participate, they're going to have to go through the claim process just like the unrepresented kids are. There is unity between the class side and the non-class side when it comes to the compensation plan, because that is common. You know, children who are represented by individual attorneys, if they want to get a recovery, they follow the same claims procedure as everybody else. So that's why we have put them together. And yet it's more of a technicality than it is anything else, because in reality, the compensation flows from the same funding source.
Great, thank you, Michael. Next up is Diane Bukowski.
Hello, yes, I'm asking what community groups, can you name some of the specific community groups that you worked with to reach this settlement, please? Also, I would like to know how to access your press packet.
Sure. Teresa, are you there, Teresa? Can we turn this over to Teresa to answer that question?
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, thank you, Teresa. Yeah.
Thank you. So we worked with the number, just one second while we turn the volume down. Okay. We worked with a number of individuals within Flint who are natural advocates for the people, including ministers and individuals who are part of their congregations. We worked with Michigan State University Medical School, the entity that is charged with doing the research on all things Flint water crisis, including Dr. Mona Hanna-Tisha and Dr. Deborah Fur Holden. We worked with grassroots individuals. We worked with people who have been advocates for what's right for the people for a long time in Flint. So if I continue to share the list with you, it would be long. We were very open. We were very inclusive. As I said in my remarks, we listened to everyone. We took their story seriously because they brought to us the truth. And we did everything we could to transfer that truth into what would make very good legal issues to put before the court. So, so in general, we work with a number of groups.
Okay, could you name just a few specific community groups, not you know, generalities like pastors? Are there a few specific community groups that work with you?
Yes, the Water We're Fighting For, which is led by Melissa Mays, who is one of our class action representatives, is one of those groups that we worked with. The NAACP, our client is the president, one of our class action representatives is the president of the NAACP, to name a few.
Thank you, Teresa. We're going to wrap it up. I thank everybody for participating, but I wanted to do a shout out to Ted real quick to once again call off the phone number residents can call into, as well as the text number folks can use as well. Ted?
Thank you, Dave. Again, to reach out to us to get any type of questions answered and to give guidance and help to anybody who wants it, who needs it, please contact one of three ways. All of them will work. Our website is flintwaterjustice.com, flintwaterjustice.com. Phone number is 866-536-0717. That's 866-536-0717. Or you can text the word Flint to 47177. Text the word Flint to 47177. And again, thank you for everyone who has attended, including the press. We appreciate it very much, and we look forward to helping all of the community move forward.
Can you please tell me how to access your press packet? Diane
Yes.
Bukowski.
Diana, I will get that to you directly, okay? Thank you.
Okay, you have my email, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you everyone for participating. That concludes our news conference today, and have a good day.